Oh, sorry. For the past two logs, I've got the dates wrong. It was the 20th of May and the 21st of May. Today, obviously, I'm going to talk about the 22nd of May, which was a Wednesday. Sorry, I've been getting the dates wrong. I have no idea what's going on with that. Well, I can't remember days. That's going wrong with that. Anyway, Wednesday. So, I'm going to be talking about Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. So, Wednesday morning. I spent the time getting all the song analyses done. I've finished the song analysis. They are completely finished. So what ended up so all I had to do, I had to finish the God, what did I have to finish? I finished the Galaxy Hamster song analysis. I only had two things to film for that. I got that done, and I had the Animals by the Architect song analysis that I had to finish, and I got that finished too. So I got those done. Now the animals one was difficult because when it came to the instruments, I wanted to pick out every single instrument. Obviously, when it came to the violins and the brass, I literally just put string section, brass section. But there were bells, so I had to ask Matthew for that. And there was a timpani, so I wanted to put on that. That was a bit difficult, and it took up a lot of my time. We also discussed the set list for oh, what was it? The set list for the 15th of June in the Butler. So we spent some time discussing that. So what's going to happen is we're replacing You Give Love a Bad Name with Thunderstruck, and we're going to replace Toxic and Chelsea Dagger with something else. Now, what we've also learned is that we're going to be performing with the deck chairs, which big dubs, big dubs. That's really good news, as they're pretty big in their scene, a lot bigger than what we are, which is what we want. Um, so we have all the lines booked out, and Luca is finished making the poster in the end of Wednesday evening. Um, in the afternoon, James mentioned that he brought in his lighting desk again, and he's going to be messing around with the lights. So what we did was we went on stage and we tested out our set with lights. We asked them very specific things such as Toxic, can the lights only be green? Yep, cool. And for a certain pause, can it go completely black just before having very emotional lighting? For the end, to do it because we think it will create a very nice atmosphere and ambiance. I have to say, both work fantastically, absolutely fantastic. Not a single fault on James there. And the set just works brilliantly, and I really, really like it. I can't comment too much on the set because we've played it the exact same way for the past month and a bit. So, I also finally got Raj's set on tape, so we decided to get rid of Down with the Sickness because we couldn't play it, or we couldn't keep time, or there was a bit that we all struggled on, and it was too late for Facebar. It was a week away, so we just decided, look, I think it's best if we just leave it. We just put it down, don't touch it, no matter what. Which is fine, that makes sense. That makes sense to me. So we got rid of it. Overall, his set's brilliant, and I'm really looking forward to playing that. Lucas's set. So, told you we were doing another brick in the wall and said I was singing it. I tried, I got two lines in, realized it sounded awful, and then scrapped it. So, Lucas's set was recorded on Friday, which I'll get to in a moment. But Raj's set's recorded and sorted. Tim's set was very up in the air on Wednesday. Wasn't sure if it was happening or not because the level 3 day is completely booked and the level 2 day is completely booked. So sort of switching things in, switching things out, seeing what fits and what doesn't. But that's pretty much all of Wednesday. Thursday, I came in and spent the morning getting last week's reflective log fully done, fully touched up, and fully sorted. That's done. I also realized, oh God, I've still got to do the performance analyses. I couldn't do anything. So what I did do was I did a slide or two talking about costumes. talking about our costumes, how they work, how they feel, that sort of thing, how they're different for each person. I explained where we got our inspiration from. Like, for instance, we got the white shirt idea from Danny Zuko from Greece, leather jackets from ZZ Top, and the blue jeans from AC/DC, specifically Malcolm Young and Phil Williams. Cliff Williams, sorry. Um, and then I went to explain how each one of us styled it up, and how each one of us, put our own spin on things, accompanied with a picture, of course, from our gig on Monday, as that's the only picture with all of us probably in it, wearing our stage wear. So I got that done in the morning, and I only had an hour. So by the time I got that done, it was the afternoon. Now in the afternoon, we were going to record Lucas's set. Now Lucas's set is Walk This Way by Aerosmith, Figure It Out by Royal Blood, and at time, in the end, and Smells Like Teen Spirit. Which Smells Like Teen Spirit, I've mentioned this multiple times. No band should ever do it because every band has done it. And I think people should just leave it at rest. However, my opinion, my voice fell on deaf ears because they decided to do it anyway. So, really? Nah. I can't. Well, I can't say everything. I can't say it's terrible because it's a good set. At the time, I was playing bass for it, so that was easy. But we didn't get time to practice, nor did we get time to record our sets in because level one's priority. And when I say there was no room anywhere to record, or no room to practice, there was no room anywhere. We tried studio 1, 2, and 3. Nothing. Right. And so Liv just went off and practiced with her other band, and Lucas went off, and I spent the time practicing Walk This Way in the afternoon. But is what it is. On Friday, which is today, in the morning, I got all of the performance analyses, and I've got all the performance analyses for the covers. Recorded all of those on the Thursday evening. Downloaded them all onto OneDrive, which took about an hour, and got to class half hour early. It took an hour to download everything from the OneDrive personal folders onto the computer and then back onto the folders which teachers can access. Now, this is fine. This doesn't matter much to me. This is completely fine. So I got those done and put the performance analysis in. Looked a bit blank, so I thought, okay, I'm just going to put some text in. So I wrote a little bit about what I said in the performance analysis, so they can either watch the video or read what I said. And that filled it up a bit, which I was happy about. And I spent the entire morning just getting it done, which is, well, I spent that hour getting it done. I got all that sorted, touched up on everything. And I didn't have time to finish my production slide, but it is what it is. Then for the other part of the morning, we got Lucas's set first. So today I learned that I'm going to be doing those songs on the guitar. Walk This Way is going to be a bit of a challenge simply because you've got the bit in the verse, which sucks. But it's really no issue. I can practice it over the weekend and see what happens. Meh. It is. It's just a meh moment. Overall, I can't complain about it. The set's good. We recorded it, so Rich has it, so the set's going ahead. Tim's set is going ahead, however, instead of doing 4 songs, we're doing 2, which kind of sucks, but it is what it is. we then had lunch and then went back into Sean's room. So what we did then was I finished off my production thing. Um, I added all the URLs in, and I beefed up some text, pictures, that sort of thing, and left it there. I then added the context. I then added the context videos from my production into my case file as well, because in those I talk about the reasons why I used the effects in the actual case study itself. So, problem solved. I added context to it, which should be enough to turn that green. But who knows? I don't know, so we'll find out. But yeah, I got everything done. I decided at the very end of my production slide to add the EP as it came out today, and I just labeled it as the final product. And I put it in there so they can listen and see all the stuff we put in and everything like that. But overall, it's been a long week. A lot of things have happened. It doesn't feel like it's all been 1 week. It's currently 5 days till Face Bar. So yeah. Oh, one other thing before I go. It's God, what is it? So we were second to last on Atlantis was second to last on the gig. So what happened? But Harvey spoke to Alyssa, who said that he wants us to be headlining, which is odd because it's Siren, for God's sake. So we're basically switching positions. And yeah, so we're now headlining the event in a sense. So there's that. But this is my final reflective log of the year, I think. So thanks for listening, I guess. Yeah, ALO guy and Sean, or whoever's marking this, thanks. Please give me good grades. I want to be in college next year. So for the very last time, thank you very much for listening, and I will see you next year.